What was tonight like for you? Tapping a couple goals there. You talked about moving up and being more a part of the offense.
Yeah.
It seems like there was a little bit of validation in that approach.
Yeah, to an extent. I mean, first goal's off a corner, so. But for me, it was, we said in the locker room, you got to start the right way the season. And the last couple of years, I think we've dropped our first game, or not last year, but we dropped the first game of the restart. So for me personally, it was really important to get this win. Again, this means nothing. It's just one game, so we got however 30 minutes more to go. But this is an important first step, and it feels good to get goals. But I felt really good to play some of the football that we played today, because I thought for a lot of that game we were really good moving the ball and finding space.
And there are so many occasions where teams do knock on the door all game, and then they might give up a counter. How important was it to keep them off the board as long as you did? Well, you guys sort of found your footing offensively.
Yeah, 100%. And a lot of that was when you have the ball, they can't score. But the other thing is they had some dangerous transition moments, and I think Chris makes one big save, Jogo makes a big tackle, and you just see these little really important plays all over the field to make sure that they don't get a sniff, and that's a big part of the game that we need to keep building on.
Well, the first half was a little bit of a frantic pace, and then it seemed like you all made some adjustments at halftime. You kind of had some more build-up in the second half when you had the ball. Talk about that a little bit, some of the adjustments maybe you all made at halftime.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the transition was a dangerous thing for them, so we need to try to keep them, at bay when it comes to that. They have Conway's a big boy up front, and he can battle hard with the center backs, and they have some pace on the outside. So for us, it was making sure, when we had the ball, we were accounting for their weapons going the other way, and that helps us kind of dictate with the ball more and keep them pinned in.
Bachman and Hopino came in there in the second half and seemed to really inject a tremendous amount of energy from you guys. Talk about what that meant for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, Twan and Jimmy did great. I mean, they're pacey guys. They did a lot of work, but I mean, you can't say enough about Napo and Niall in the first half either, because Niall comes and he makes these combinations. Napo, I mean, his tracking, his tackling, and he's so shifty out there that he's such a weapon. So I can't imagine what it's like defending Napo all game and trying to battle with him, and then on comes Jimmy or on comes Twan. So, we got so many weapons out wide.
I know you see the hours that George is putting in right now on the field, off the field.
Yeah.
How nice is it to see him sort of get rewarded tonight with an assist?
I mean, it's nice, but I got to be honest with you. I think people are making too much of his that. People sometimes, it's incredible what he's doing. Just incredible that he's putting this time in. But people are like kind of forgetting that this is like a, 3-time champion. And this guy's a baller, and he's far from the end of that. So he comes out, grabs an assist. I mean, we see it every day in training. He's a good footballer, and so it just doesn't surprise anybody. We're happy for him, but not surprised at all.
Paolo, you were the receiving end of 2 great passes tonight that allowed those goals. Can you just kind of talk us through what you saw in those plays that allowed you to have the effect that you have to go off and get this first clear tonight?
Yeah, I mean, the first one was the corner kick. OJ, his service has been great for however many years he's been here. So, I knew that he's going to put in a dangerous spot, and I just had to try to beat my man to that spot. And I was able to do that. And then the second one, I saw George turn that corner, and I was trying to read. I think Twan's in front of me, what spot he's getting into. I think we got a guy for the cutback, so I just tried to get into a good spot behind the defense, and it worked out.
You all lost Shotgun 8-1 in that first half. How much of that first half was just finally knocking off that last bit of preseason and finally getting back into real, like, this is the season time? How much of it was kind of going in that first half?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. There's a little bit, as the season goes on, we'll definitely get sharper in front of goal, and that's something I'm sure we're going to look at tomorrow and work on that. But overall, I mean, it felt good to hit the ground running. We've been in preseason for a long time, so it felt really good to get some good touches out there.
You made the transition last year from the deep line player to kind of a number 10. What did you learn from last year that you were able to use tonight that made it easier for you?
Every game is different. All the roles are different. So for me, there's different, playing with your back to your goal, turning in different ways, and finding different spots on the field. And the more you do it, the better you get at it, or the more comfortable you get with it. So for me, every single game, I play, I feel something, I go watch the film, I look at something, and then I just try to keep finding better and better spots.